Okay, so I've been watching all these videos lately about things that used to scare you when you were a kid. And naturally, I decided to make my own, so that's what this video is. However, there was a lot of shit that scared me as a kid. So much I can't even make a top list on it. And if you see something in the glare of my glasses, I'm sorry, I need noise to drown out my voice. I don't know why, I just don't like it. So as I remember things that scared me as a kid, I'm just going to write them down and share them with you. And I have a list right here. I'm going to do what I have to right now and continue to listen to another video. So this is like one of, I don't even know how many. The first thing on the list is Stephen King's It. Now, to warn you, first of all, before I start with that, there's not going to be any jump scares because I don't even know how to edit a video correctly. This is all done on a tablet. I don't even know. I have a video merger. That's what I have. I have no idea how to do any of this. But the first thing on the list is Stephen King's It. Now, I'm a big fan of horror movies and blood and gore, but this movie kind of scared me as a kid. It's not because it was a clown, because I'm okay with clowns. I know kids that got scared of clowns because of this movie, but I'm still fine with clowns. Just this one clown. And to give you an emphasis on how bad this movie is, really, but how good the performance for it is, the guy who plays the clown is Nigel Thornberry, Frank-N-Furter from Rocky Horror Picture Show, and for those of you who like really obscure movies based on various other things, he was Gomez in the third Addams Family movie. Tim Curry, yeah. Scary. And the thing that scared me most about it was I was like 7 years old at the time when I saw this movie. Which in and of itself is not a good thing. At all. It's still on my top list of horror. It's still on my top horror movie list. Because anything that can keep me scared for like 11 years is good. Alright? Anything that can keep me scared. Any movie that can keep me scared deserves to be on this list. The second thing on the list is the song called by the Insane Clown Posse, or ICP for those of you who are big fans of it, called Boogie Woogie. The song is about the boogeyman coming in and murdering people. Naturally. My sister was in high school, and of course I was still really young at the time. Most of this is because I'm really young. She had the song on her MP3 player and made the big mistake of telling me it. I couldn't listen to this song again until I was 17. And when you consider I was probably about 9 when I heard the song, that's like almost the exact, that's like 8 years. That's not good. No, it's not. Trust me, I'm a pussy. You'll learn from this video that I'm pretty much a big pussy. The third thing on the list is the ending to the Doctor Who episode, The Enemy of the World. Now, for those of you on Tumblr, you kind of saw, who know me from Tumblr or watching this on Tumblr, you kind of saw this coming. Because I've said before that the ending scene scares me. And it's a more recent one, so it's not just things in my childhood, it's more of things from when I was about, from the time that I can remember to now. I got a Doctor Who at the end of 2012. The Enemy of the World was an episode that came in about 67, 68. It's in the Classic Who era. It's one of the serials that I really wanted to watch after doing a bit of research on the series. And when I saw it, I absolutely loved it. I wanted to see it badly. That's how bad it was. That's how good it was. At the time I first saw it, the episodes hadn't been found. They weren't found until October of last year. And I saw this in like January of last year. So to explain a bit to those of you who don't watch Doctor Who or haven't gone this far yet, I'm sorry for the bit of spoilers. The second Doctor has a human doppelganger named Ramon Salamander, and he's from the year 2018. Although I'm not gonna get into the Tumblr canon. Salamander has been out persona to the public as the so-called shopkeeper of the world because he saved the world from starvation. Because they got overpopulated, which I don't blame that. Hey, we're 4 years off from getting to mixing indicators, so we're good. In reality, he's anything but benevolent. He's malevolent. He's the opposite of benevolent. He's malevolent. He tries to take over the world and has a really shocking streak. A secret that's revealed in episode 4 that's so shocking you don't see because you don't see it coming. You literally do not see it coming. There's nothing to suggest that there's something in episode 2, but that's besides the point. But at the end of episode 6, Salamander is sent into the time vortex. I think the first time I saw it, I actually started screaming. That's not the fact it was a recon that that did not have Treasure Hunt's voice. It was the one by Loose Cannon Productions. Didn't really help the matter. Did not. No, it did not. It just made it worse. Another thing that made it worse was we don't really know the fate of the Doctor and his commands, Victoria and Jamie, until the next serial, The Web of Fear, because the end of the world leads into the beginning of the Web of Fear. And it's just a really huge cliffhanger, and luckily I know what happens, so that kind of calmed it down a bit. Yeah, how can we have the Doctor today if he fell out of the vortex? Well, I don't know. Tell me how can Ramon be out of it? Ignore that. The last thing on the list is the Redeads and Ocarina of Time. Now, for those of you who've played the Zelda 64 games, you know for a fact what I'm talking about. I've been scared of the Living Dead for quite a while now, and I'm pretty sure one of the reasons is because of these things. But my development involving them was actually quite hilarious. When I was 6, when I first started playing, I was like 6 years old, and I'd be like, "Hey, how about we go to Lake Hylia? It's only like a 2-day trek to Kokiri Forest." Or when you got them anyway to Forest, I'd be like, "Hey, let's go there. You need to go to Lake Hylia. It's only like 2 days, 2-3 days." And I had actually, if I had no warp songs at all, my family had to get me out of there. Had to get me out of Hyrule. At the castle town, at least. Because I literally could not go past those things. I literally could not. As time started going on, it got better with it. I mean, like, the Sun Song froze them, so I was really glad about that. I always made sure I had that song before I went to the Temple of Time, because otherwise, hey Douglas, you want to get this for me? And now I'm just like, alright, let's just do it. My last playthrough, I was just like, run. And now it's just any combination of the three. Some days it's warp, some days it's freezing, some days it's whee! And I'm not gonna show you. I'm not gonna like pull up a picture on the computer screen. Yes, there's a computer screen for me, but I don't have a camera. But there's no camera on it, it's not in mine. But go look up the Redeads. Go do it. Go do it. I'll stop the video. I'll stop the video. Pause the video. Pause the video. I don't care. I'll give you 2 seconds. Do it yet? You didn't? Good. You would regret it. And they made it worse than Wind Waker. They made it worse than Wind Waker. They were 3D. They brought it back. It's terrible. Luckily, in Majora's Mask, they're only in iconic castles, as far as I know. Or are they? Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's the Land of the Dead portion of the game. The end of this was gonna be there, but I had to mention this because it reminded me of it. Stephen King's It reminded me of it. There's a movie that came out sometime in the 2000s. It's called Ghost Ship. Do not watch this movie if you're triggered by body horror or skeletons or any other thing like that. Do not. I watched this when I was like 6. I know this is like a bad recurring cycle of me watching horror movies when I'm a child, but don't watch it. Don't. It scares me today. I'm 18. This was like 13 years ago. It's on the list of top horror movies, but no. When I bought the movie, I had to buy Pokemon too, because I had to buy the first Pokemon too because I couldn't. No, I couldn't do it. I really could not. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. Just don't even go looking at pictures from the movie. Do not. Just don't. And I suppose that's it. That's it. Thanks for sticking through with me for my madness. Since I get that list done, I'm gonna make another one, so this won't be the end of it, I promise you. I don't know how many more I'm going to make exactly, because I have a lot of suppressed memories that I may be having to unlock for this.